Well, we're getting a taste of fall with today's dinner and a movie recipe.
And this dish is a family favorite. Joining us in the CI kitchen, we have U of I student chef Noel Konken from the Bevere Cafe. Welcome back, Noel.
Thank you very much.
All right, so this isn't your traditional mac and cheese.
Nope, it's not. We're calling it more of a guilt-free traditional comfort food, so it's a little twist to the mac and cheese.
Well, what's extra cool about this is I feel like this could be the new Thanksgiving side dish.
Yeah.
This is pretty cool.
It's very festive. It brings in all the flavors of fall, which is great because you can buy it locally, go to the farmer's market, pick up your butternut squash. So you're also kind of giving back to the community in that way, too.
Oh, I love that idea. Okay, so we gave away the secret. It's got butternut squash in it.
I guess I did.
So that's all right. So tell us a little bit about what goes into this mac and cheese.
Well, you start off with your butternut squash, and you're making more of a butternut squash cream sauce. So you can do, if you want to do it more healthy, you can do skim milk, 2% milk, and you also want to put some chicken stock, and you're just going to boil and simmer it for about 20 minutes.
Okay, and that's what we've got going on right here.
So that's going to soften up the butternut squash, and so you're going to be able to smash it into more of that creamy sauce.
Pureed almost.
Yeah, it's almost pureed, but you don't even need a blender. You can just do it because it will soften up.
Okay.
Yeah, and
less cleanup.
Less cleanup, I know.
I love that.
Use less dishes.
That's good. All right, and you got to make sure you continue to stir because the squash will burn, right?
Yes, you want to always simmer it, so it doesn't have to be too hot, just 20 minutes, nice and slow, and it will be nice and won't burn at all.
Okay.
And then we want to also spice it up, so we actually have some spices. I chose to do a little cumin and some thyme, and also a little bit nutmeg to give it that extra, it's the holidays, so that warm flavor.
Okay.
So, and salt and pepper, of course, for seasoning.
And you're putting that in the sauce and not on the noodles, okay?
Yeah, but it will all go in together as well before we bake it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then it looks like we've got maybe some ricotta or
I'm doing 3 types of cheeses. So we have a ricotta, just half a cup, a full cup of cheddar cheese, and also within the cheddar we have a little bit of Parmesan as well.
Oh, okay.
Just kind of a little blend of flavors.
It looks like a spicy Parmesan too.
Yes, and that's going to be the breadcrumbs on top too. We're going to add that extra texture to it too.
Okay, so are we ready to add it? Or
Yep, we are ready to add it. So we're actually going to be adding it. We can just add it directly to the noodles. So we're going to get a nice mix up, and then here.
There it goes. Came out.
Perfect. And if you want to add the cheese as well.
And you said the Parmesan was in here.
The Parmesan is in there as well.
Does it help to have the noodles warm?
Yes, it does. So those are a little warm. So directly off the stove, you can be making the noodles while you're making the butternut squash sauce. And I chose to do a whole grain macaroni and cheese because I think it kind of gives it the more rustic flavor. And of course, you're always trying to switch to more whole grains as well.
A little more fiber.
Yes, definitely. So that's an easy way. Let me twist this around. Perfect.
So yeah, it really does contain those tastes of fall. I like that. The cheese makes you feel good, and it's it can snack on this, and I bet this reheats pretty well too.
It does, definitely.
Yeah.
And the butternut squash, it's not so much of a flavor as it is. It gives it that extra creaminess, so you don't feel like you're missing out on that cheese because you're still getting that extra creamy side. So, but it does have that definitely more nutmeggy butternut squash taste.
Yeah. So you're going to get all that combined, and then we're going to put it into a dish and bake it.
Yep, we're just going to bake it at 400 degrees. Only has to bake about 20 minutes.
Oh, not too bad. Bubbly.
Nice and brown.
You know, we were getting this together ahead of time, which is always good. But what's the prep time on something like this?
Prep time, I mean, this is a 20-minute simmer. The noodles take about 7 minutes, so about maybe 25 minutes at the most.
Yes.
Which is great. So an hour total if you factor in my trip to the store to forget something that I needed. So at the most, even with mistake time, it's under an hour, which is really great. So you're going to serve this up for us and Chuck a little bit later.
I will. Yep.
All right. Is this on the menu at the Bevere?
It is not. This is actually a menu that I've kind of taken through my resources and trying to find a new thing to add.
Yeah, well, I am excited to try it. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
All right, Noel.
It smells delicious.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
If you would like a copy of the recipe, it's actually posted right now on CILiving.tv. Maybe you want to make it for dinner tonight.